New from Fun City Editions, a label that just keep knocking it out the park for me. Born to Win is another movie from 1971, starring George Segal as Jay, a drug user who's just trying to get to his next hit. He has had a relationship that has fallen asunder because of his drug use, and everything in his life is just pretty much falling apart. Just struggling to get by, struggling to get to that next hit, until he meets Parm, played by Karen Black. He breaks into a car, tries to steal it. She asks for a lift. They get in, have a little conversation, and then it slowly dawns on him that this is her car.
Would you like a key?
I'll bet this is your car.
She takes this guy home. She doesn't care that he's a drug user, doesn't care that he might rip her off. In fact, she tells him, if that's all you want, take it. But he feels enamoured by this character. A character that makes him wish he could kind of be better than he actually is. Not enough to force him to make the change, but just wish he could be better than he is. And we kind of watch Jay as he's cajoled by the police, forced to do things he doesn't want to, working within the drugs community.
Now look, lady, if you don't own up to that package, I'm going to take all your furs and jewels and shove them down your throat.
Doing things he doesn't want to do, and getting, basically being the low man on the totem pole, trying to rip people off, trying to do deals that he doesn't want to do, trying to survive in this world. And it's so wonderfully performed by George Segal. 88 minutes, this movie just flies by. I love the relationship between Jay and Parm. It feels mismatched. I feel terrible for Parm, the way this plays out, being mixed up with this guy who she would like to help and get better because he's a nice guy, is ultimately leading to her destruction in a fashion. We've got two police officers, one played by Robert De Niro, who's really good in this one. It's a one-note kind of character. They're there just to kind of put pressure on Jay, force him to do the things that he knows is going to put his life in jeopardy. They don't care. This is just a junkie that they can use to try and catch somebody bigger. And Jay knows that as well.
3 months here and 5 months there. I just pulled a year and a half out of Danbury. I'm only out 3 months, Daddy.
And there are a couple of moments where he just breaks down, knowing that, you know, if he goes to jail, he's dead. He's good as dead. And these officers knowing that that's the button that they can constantly push to force him to do the things that they want him to do. It's a great slice of like 70s New York as well, which I love. I love seeing New York in the 70s. You get lots of busy streets, side alleys, the buildings, the neighbourhoods, the clothing. All that stuff is stuff that's so fascinating for me. But I think the standout thing in this movie is the performance of George Segal. He's charismatic, he's captivating, he's extremely likeable.
Come in, Stanley.
Which is a really hard act to pull off, because he's doing some terrible things, some really destructive, harmful things. He's toxic, maybe it's inadvertent, but he destroys almost everything that he touches. He's such a negative aspect on this life, but he's a wonderful character to spend time with. He is, like I said, charismatic. He is a character that charms his way into people's life, which is a real shame. Like I said, the Karen Black role is such a wonderful character. Again, such a smiley, charismatic person, and she gets tainted by Jay and his slime that kind of just destroys everything that he touches. I loved Born to Win. I thought it was a terrific character study, a great look at New York in the 70s, a great look at a character whom was just on that self-destructive path, ultimately leading to where it's going to ultimately go. It leaves you at the end with a kind of unanswered query, but you kind of know where it's ultimately going to end, but without spoiling anything. Again, another absolute cracker from Fun City Editions, Born to Win. Terrific movie, highly recommended. I would love to know your thoughts on it if you've seen it. Maybe it's on a streaming service that you can check out, or if you've picked up the disc, I would love to know. Let me know in the comment box below your thoughts on the film, what you liked, didn't like. We'll have a little conversation about it. As always, there's more content up here. You can see more of my stuff if you're interested. And you can hit that like button, share this video so other people can maybe join my channel, which would be fantastic. Or if you want to really help, you could join the membership or the Patreon program, which would be fantastic. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time on Man v Film.